Hi guys, welcome to TechGranth. So today we will work with the problem of keys and rooms. So the problem statement says that there are n rooms and you start in room 0. Each room has distinct number in 0, 1, 2 till n minus 1, and n is the size of the number of rooms that has been given to us. And it says that in each room you have certain set of key. So if you go to room 1, it can contain key to room 5 and room 6. You can go to room 2 and it will have keys to some other rooms, like that. And what it means that once you have the key to those rooms, you can open those rooms. All the rooms are currently locked other than the room 0, so you can go to room 0 and pick up keys from there. It also says that you can walk back and forth between all the rooms. So it is not required that from room 0 you have to go to room 1 only, or from 1 to 2, 2 to 3. That order is not required. You can go to any room as and when you got the key to that particular room. So, and finally, if you are able to visit all the rooms, then you return true, otherwise you return false. So if you see this example, we can go to room 0 here. From room 0, I can get the key to room 1. So I will go to room 1. In room 1, I got the key for 2. Room 2, I go to room 2. In room 2, I got the key for room 3. And I can go to room 3 now. So here I have visited all the rooms that are available to me. So I return true. If you see this example, I can go to room 0. In room 0 I have key of room 1 and room 3. So I can go to room 1. Here I have key of room 1, 3 and 0. And then I can go to room 3 also. So in room 3 I have key to room 0. Now I don't have any key of room 2 in all these rooms which I visited. So I cannot open room 2 now. So since I'm not able to open room 2, I cannot visit that, and I did not visit all the rooms. So I returned false from here. So that is what we have to solve, and that is how we have to return the result. So how we can approach this problem is, you need to maintain the rooms that you are visiting. That is the first thing. You have to mark all the rooms that you have visited till now, so that in the end you can check whether there is an unvisited room or not. If there is a room which is not visited, then you can return false. So that can be done using an integer array basically, or a boolean array, where you can just keep on marking that okay, I visited that particular room. So if it is an integer array, so you can say that okay, if I have room 1, 2, 3, like that. So first time 0 is always visited because it is open. So if in room 0 you got the key of room 1, so you can mark it as visited or true, or increment the number whatever way you want to represent it. In room 1 you got the key to room 2, so you can mark 2 also as visited. And when you reach 2, you got the key of room 3, so you can mark this also as visited. So excluding room 0, and room 0 you have already visited, so if you even if you don't mark, that's fine. You can start your check from this room 1. And here if you see all are visited, then it's a true, otherwise it's a false. Now how do you maintain the keys? Because in this example we have just one key in each room, but here we have multiple keys. For in each room I will get multiple keys. So for that, what we can do is we can maintain the key. We can store that key in some data structure, maybe in a stack, or yeah, in a stack kind of data structure, because we can just pop from the stack and visit that room. So that will be very easy to implement. So let us see. I will implement this. So as I said, I will use this int array, and I will check whether this room has been visited or not. So this will be of size rooms. That means whatever the number of room that we have got. So this is of size rooms, and then we have a stack of integer, which will be stk new stack. And since the first room is open for us, so we can very easily say we can add the room 0 or the first room that is there. Now till we have value in our stack, we can keep on popping from the stack, because I need to check whether all those rooms are visited or not. So if this is not empty, I will keep on looping through my rooms, and for each room, the stack will give me the rooms that I have. Now for each room I need to go and see whether the keys are present or not, or which room's key is present in that. So how do I get the key? So to get the key you have to go to rooms and get the key for that particular room. So that room key is present in my stack. Okay, so I can say stack dot pop. I hope this is pretty clear because this is the core logic that will be implemented. I will explain it one more time. So 0th room is open for me, so I will add 0 here. I will go to 0th room and I will get all the keys from that particular room. Okay, so this for loop will give me all the keys that is present in 0th room. Now next what I need to do is whatever key I got, I need to add it in the stack because I need to visit those room and then I have to see that particular room contains which key. So for example, here 0 was there, so 0th room had the key for room 1. Okay, then I go to room 1, so I have to add that in my stack because I have to go to room 1 and see what all keys are present in room 1. So when I go to room 1, I found the key for room 2. So that is the logic here. And other thing that you have to do is you have to mark this room as visited because you got the key. Since you got the key, it means that you can visit that room. So what you can say is if visited of this key is equal to 0, so in that case what you can say that you just increment it saying that it has been visited. If you are using a boolean array, you can say it as true that it has been visited. You can do this and then you put it in your stack the value for the key, so that next time you can go to this room for which the key belongs to and you can retrieve the further keys, means keys to the further rooms. So this logic will do that. It will mark all the visited rooms, and finally what you can do is you just go through this visited array. So this you start from the first room like I told here, and I list than the list of rooms that we have, which is this I++, and here we can do a check whether the ith room was visited or not. So if ith room was not visited, then the value will be 0 by default. If this is 0, then you return false. It means that not all the rooms were visited. Otherwise, in the end, you return true. So that should do, and let us run the code. This is fine. I'll submit it. And this looks okay. So that is how you will solve the problem and approach this problem. And the key thing to remember here is that since you need to maintain or you need to store the value of the key so that you can visit that key at later point in time, so that is why you are using a stack here. So whenever similar problem or a problem comes where you need to visit somewhere which is behind in time or in future in time, then in that case you have to use a stack kind of data structure. So that is it for this video. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.